You wanna try to beat the force, I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more. Soul gonna rise when I leave this corpse. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more.
Don't be afraid of the bounce. See when your things levels gotta change to your mouth. How can I walk in doubt? Never been a beg, never been a loud mouth. Pen can go for days. I'm obsessed with it, can't change my ways. So blessed with it, what can I say? Top form staying in shape.
You wanna try to beat the force, I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more. Soul gonna rise when I leave this corpse. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more.
I'm gonna run it up, though you know your fun is up. James knew back when I was coming up, didn't wanna know then. Now I bet they're loving us no more. No R&R's, the bar is raised. If you know me, know I can bar for days. Nothing to prove, cause I've done enough. Lights out, still gonna keep the torch. Show you a little piece, wanna see some more?
You wanna try to beat the force, I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Show you a little piece, wanna see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more. Soul gonna rise when I leave this corpse. Show you a little piece, wanna see some more.
As the sun starts to set, we're going to see how much light is left by the end of this early evening game here on the NFL on EA Sports. We're through the first quarter of the season. Hard to believe, I know, as we kick off in this Week 5 contest. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Handoff now from the gun. And he'll push forward for a small gain to the 31. Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door. Big
pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
And now this defense is on that sack board and sets up a pretty good chance here on 3rd down. It's a little bit like blood in the water with sharks when it comes to taking sacks. You can feel it as a quarterback. Once that defense gets one, they're hungry for another.
Here he is on 3rd and long. Fits it through the middle. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Less than a yard needed here on 4th. They throw it out quick to the left. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I love those moments of truth. We get to see exactly how they handle it when all the pressure that drives right on them. Turns out, handled it pretty darn well, and now they'll keep pushing on.
To throw it on 1st down. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target.
That's somebody they're going to look for if he has any space deep. That space, though, Kate, just disappeared between when he let that pass go and when he actually made it down the field.
Second and 10 now. Throw complete to Sinnott. They get 13 on the pickup. And that'll be a 1st down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Back now, pressure on its way. Completed to his running back. And he's brought down after a short gain. Offense in the hurry up here. Here we go, 2nd and 9. finds a seam down the middle. And he's able to get this down to the 13. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And it'll give him a first down. From the red zone now. Oh, no touchdown. It's intercepted. And the Aviators force the turnover on the first series of this game.
I don't know about you, but I'm a little surprised that one didn't make it all the way back for 6. Took some amazing effort from the guys making the tackle to save a touchdown, but still an outstanding return from a defense that sensed they needed the big play, and they found it.
And that one goes for a gain of 11. And they'll have first down.
Now, don't think for a second they're going to slow down the tempo. Defense on their heels. And right now is the best chance to go push that envelope and get aggressive.
First down, and they go right back to him. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. Pickup of 12 on that play. And they're going to have a first down.
Okay, don't think for a second this is time you step off the gas. You can feel this defense, right? They're on their heels. And now's the best chance to go push the envelope and get aggressive.
Oh, he taps it quick to the receiver coming across here. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. All right, here we go. Second down. Throwing out to the left. Cup.
Sometimes you're looking to push the ball down the field. As I've said before, crumbs lead to a cookie. And you never go broke taking a profit, and those big tight ends will often find you those easy check down yards.
Throwing on third, McCarthy. Complete beyond the marker. They touch him down as he finds enough to pick up the first.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
And they beat him to the edge. That run stopped back at the line. Working quickly here. They'll go play action here. It's McCarthy. Has it in close. He has the touchdown. Now the PAT try coming up. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Aviators will jump out to a 7-0 lead. And after they reach the end zone, they'll kick it off and turn things over to the defense. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. It's taken in by Sinnott. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. It's a 23-yard pickup on the play. And that gives them the first.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. And the Aviators will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Okay, Brock, now back-to-back drives where they have picked him off. That's got to be a worrying trend for these coaches who know how integral the passing game is to their game plan and their success.
Those poker players, the best of them, when they figure out a tell, they know exactly how to beat their opponent. This defense right now, they're reading this quarterback like a book. Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Here's 2nd and 11. Buys time, rolling right. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice gain. Looking for his wide receiver there. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. We send a man in motion. McCarthy throwing on 3rd down. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
Begins his return at the 16. And he's brought down before the return gets far. 65 yards on the punt there. And it'll be their football. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Puts his body on the line, and he got it. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st. Looking to the air here. Has it downfield, working the left. He does it. Touchdown. The Thunderbirds get it down to a single point. Record there to tack on the extra point. And the Thunderbirds tie this game 7-7. Here's Reichard set to kick this away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. On play action now, McCarthy. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
McCarthy trying again on 2nd down. That line's open, completes, and brings an end to our opening quarter. That's the end of one. Both teams with a little luck finding the end zone early. Scoreboard showing 7s on each side. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. We're all set to start the second. Offense already out to resume its drive. They have it 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Thunderbirds are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
Such a huge point of emphasis for so many defenses, clogging up the middle of the field. They saw that receiver enter the middle and did a terrific job of baiting the quarterback into the throw, and an even better job of forcing the interception.
Throwing it to start this drive. On the move, headed right. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. And right there, he understood it's all about the ball, and I'm not going to risk a turnover, wisely throwing it away.
And he's caught after a gain of about 2. Brian Burns coming up with the stop. Give him only a couple that time. It's going to be 3rd down.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
And that's cut the end zone for the touchdown. The Thunderbirds parlay the interception into points. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
Here's Reichert set to kick this away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Hand off to the back. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. It's a pickup of 11. And it sets up 1st down. McCarthy operating from the pistol. This is complete to Waller. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. And 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
From the 47. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Colson and Devo's got it. And the Thunderbirds take over as he records the 40th interception of his career.
Well, that's now 2, Kate, that they've gotten him for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful. Right, you've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. And this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. Good little rip there, looks like about 6. From the secondary, Grant Delpit on the tackle. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4. They'll throw it. Finds him on the crossing route. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They get 28 out of that play. And that'll give them a 1st down. He'll look to throw. Got Sinnott. It's complete. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that gives them 1st and goal. They'll try and punch it in. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. 6 yards from there. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Throwing on 2nd and 1. That's knocked away by a defender. Incomplete. That one's rejected at the line. And now it'll be 3rd and goal.
You know, those big guys are taught if you can't get to the quarterback, the next best thing is to get your big paw in the air and knock that ball away.
They've held him out twice. Here we go, 3rd and goal. Here we go, right up the gut. And he gets in, touchdown. The Thunderbirds pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. One after try, good by Reichert. And the Thunderbirds double their lead to 14. Here's Reichert set to kick this away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Short pass caught by his tight end. And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field. All right, so they like the results on the field, and they're going to decline this penalty. New set of downs for him from the 46. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Putting the tight end in motion. From the shotgun, McCarthy. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Into the hands of Neighbors. And he's officially in enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much at training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
This is complete to Neighbors. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Oh, so close to getting off the field. The 4th down conversion keeps that defense out there. That was their shot to end this possession, to sit on the bench, to get their breath. And now they're going to have to buckle down and force another 4th down.
Neighbors with a catch. And he's taken down at the 30. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Back to the air, McCarthy gets this one to Waller. And they get him right at the line of scrimmage.
Defense all over that throw. You could just smell it. They just smelled that football coming their way, and that's as good as an incompletion. And they're going to be in a good spot, 2nd down coming up.
2nd and 10 now. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line. And even 20 yards on the play, and it awards them with a 1st and goal.
I'm sure Coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Going ground on 1st and goal. And he's got them down to the doorstep inside the 5. He picks up 6. They're going to have 2nd and goal at the 4.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL.
And he's able to take this one in for the touchdown. The Aviators make it a 1-score game before halftime. Extra point attempt coming up. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Aviators chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Completed over the middle. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a 1st down.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable. It creates space to take that shot downfield.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. From the 39. Throw complete to Sinnott. And he goes out close to that 45-yard line. It's a gain of 4. And it'll give him a 1st down.
That pitch and catch won't show up as a big play on the stat sheet, but it gives his own defense a little time to rest. It gives an offensive coordinator a new set of downs to work with.
To throw here on 1st down. Has him on the quick hitter. And he goes out. Just needed one more step there to reach midfield.
I know I could sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. He'll throw it yet again. Short pass brought in. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. They are throwing it again. Hits his running back. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
They've got 1st down from the 31. They send the tight end in motion. They'll throw it again. It's taken in by Sinnott.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
2nd down now, 7 to go. From the 28. Finds him over the middle. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. Now a timeout taken by the offense, and we're going to see if they try for 2 plays here or just try the field goal right now.
You know, I often say there is a fine line between aggressiveness and carelessness. And when you throw into double coverage, well, it can go either way. That time, a tremendous catch by his receiver on the other end.
And that's incomplete, and it also stops the clock with just 5 seconds left.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field. A dependable kicker, man, that is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. One last play before the break. Looking to throw. He gets a lot behind one, deep downfield. Oh, brother, it's another interception. The rookie out of Miami with the pick. And the Thunderbirds do not get the return all the way back. That's going to bring us to the end of our first half. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. Here's Reichard, set to kick this away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Motion man sent left. Drive start to the quick throw left, complete. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Handoff on second and short. And he's able to get back to the line, but that is all. They'll need 4 to convert now after no gain on second down.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
3rd and 4 coming up now. Motioning the tight end now. Throwing on 3rd, McCarthy. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Looking for Malik Neighbors that time. And 4th and 4 coming up. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to...
And they pick him off again! And forget the interception. He makes this a pick-6 touchdown. Reichard on for the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Thunderbirds take a 3-possession lead. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Give now to the running back. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
He lets one fly deep downfield. That's complete inside the 35-yard line. And he flips the field for them before being taken down. So as we all recover from that last play, it's 1st and 10 near the red zone. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. Cut out left. And he's brought down inside the 10 at the 9. 14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives them 1st and goal. They'll go play action here. It's McCarthy. Forced out to his right. And it's caught. Touchdown! The Aviators shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. Malik Neighbors with a touchdown. That one right down the middle. And the Aviators cut the lead down to 10. That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up. Back to the well again. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. That was Kayvon Thibodeau there to wrap him up.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Dropping back to throw. That's caught for the first. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains. Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. No luck on the connection. It's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. So 2nd down coming up.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Throwing with a blitz on the way. Connects with the open man downfield. And that is a touchdown. The Thunderbirds making a 16-point ball game. Reichert on for the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Thunderbirds take a 3-possession lead. Here's Reichert set to kick this away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Running this one left. And they're all over him again. He's dropped at the line of scrimmage. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, McCarthy. And that was just a little bit too low to be brought in. Looking for his wide receiver there. So they're left facing 3rd and long. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Caught by the tight end, running that corner. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. And man, did he make an impact play.
Here's McCarthy, 1st and 10. Oh, put some heat on this deep ball. He's got it inside the 10. Touchdown. Kicking team out to try the extra points. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Aviators cut the lead down to 10. That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
From the 34. Connects on the crosser. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. That one goes for 25 yards. And that'll be a first down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Throwing now on first down. Taking a big shot for the end zone. And oh, he got it! Interception! Picked up by Andrew Phillips.
You know, Kate, one of the tenets of the West Coast system that I was fortunate to play in, touchdown to check down. Touchdown to check down. You get in the red zone, it's touchdown to check down. You can't put the ball in harm's way. That's a brilliant job by the defense with their coverage, baiting the quarterback into the throw. But you got to sail that one into the stands. Touchdown or check down. You can't possibly give an interception in that situation.
Give him 5 on that carry. Bring it up 2nd and 5.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
McCarthy operating from the pistol. Chased out to his right. And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
This is one of those many moments where I'm really thankful I'm in the booth and not on the field. Because in my day, defensive tackles couldn't run like that. This is not a statuesque QB. This guy can run. And it wasn't a linebacker or DB that chased him down. It was a big old D tackle. Tip of the cap to you, a big man. And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. That sure altered the throw.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th. McCarthy to throw for it. Taking a deep shot here. He's got it at the 30. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position by hitting on that shot. You've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
On play action now, McCarthy. This throw is caught. And in for the touchdown. They'll try this extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Aviators cut it to a field goal game. Volley set up and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Gets him on the in route. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They pick up 20 yards there, and it'll give them a 1st down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Complete out to the right side. And he's in. Touchdown! The Thunderbirds lengthen the lead at the end of the 3rd. Reichert on for the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Thunderbirds make it a 10-point ball game. Here's Reichert set to kick this away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 30-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 30. Here's McCarthy to throw. Neighbors with the catch. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. A very... Great start to the drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. Throwing on first, it's McCarthy. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
It's now second and 10.
Into the hands of Neighbors. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
There's no route on the old proverbial route tree, Kate, that takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believing your guy can get there.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Tight end going in motion here. Looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Escapes the pocket. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. And he goes out a little short of the 40. It's a gain of 4 there. And they'll have first down. They'll run it from the gun. And he'll knife his way through for a pickup of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
From the 39. Fits it through the middle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset. 4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Lone back gets the handoff. And he's able to fight this down to the 2. Give him 7 on the play, and now they have 2nd and goal.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
And he's caught behind the line for a loss. So now, here's 3rd and goal. McCarthy looking to throw. And he finds him in the end zone for the touchdown. The Aviators make it a 4-point game here in the 4th. And he connects there, so now another kick from him. A field goal will tie this game in the 4th. Volley's set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he takes this across. Nope, beg your pardon. They're going to spot him right at the 35-yard line. Halfway there on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
brings up 2nd and 5.
Throwing from the gun here. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Back to throw it. He's on the move. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
The Thunderbirds out and ready to punt. And this will be his first effort of the contest. Oh, and they fake it. And they don't come through on the fake as the pass falls incomplete. And the fake punt is not going to keep things going, Brock. He winds up short. They're going to turn this football over on downs. They're set up at the 35 now. On 1st down, they'll run. And he's brought down for a loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. Gets this one to Waller. And that is a big hit right after that catch, so the play limited to maybe just a couple yards. Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9. They motion the tight end over. He's back to throw. Quick slant caught by Neighbors. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. And they're going to have a 1st down.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
We reach the 2-minute warning from Orlando. Aviators trail by a field goal. They're now set for 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. In the middle holds. They don't get anything on the run. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Here he is to throw. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. Blake Neighbors, the one he was throwing for. That's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
Making it harder than it needs to be right there. Just get the catch first. Guarantee some yards. And then worry about escaping the defenders and getting upfield.
Looking to throw it. Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown. The Aviators jump in front late. And it's good, so they take the lead, and the extra point buys them some breathing room. A field goal does not tie it now. They put a touchdown on the board, and now they'll send it away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Handoff now out of the gun. And he takes this across. Nope, beg your pardon. They're going to spot him right at the 35-yard line. 1st down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you're going to be a Pro Bowler.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Setting up to pass. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. They connect on the deep shot. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line. Offense hurrying to the line with the clock running. They'll run here on 1st down. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Back to throw. Buys time, rolling right. Play didn't break how they wanted it, and he throws this away.
Look at the coverage on that play, Kate. I love that. That is textbook defense right there. When the quarterback escapes the pocket, man, you got to find somebody. You got to go get sticky on your offensive guy. It's exactly what the secondary did, and it forces throwaway.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Throwing now. Complete beyond the marker. And he gets this forward to the 19. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward. Timeout taken by the offense, their 2nd. Still 1 more in their pocket to use. Offense to the line for 1st down, conscious of that single timeout they've got remaining. He'll look to throw it. And he's got it. He pulls in a game-winning touchdown with almost no time left. Pretty important PAT here, Brock, to make it a field goal game. And he shakes out the pressure to nail the point after, and now an opposing field goal would only tie this game. Here's Reichert set to kick this away. And that one hit the landing zone first and then into the end zone. So it's going to be a touchback out to the 20. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They'll go play action here. It's McCarthy. Sideline throw reeled in by Neighbors. And he's able to cross the 40 before going out.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you planned for, and you go out and execute.
One final shot here. It's intercepted. That will do it. Cosenadivo's got it. one maybe at a